Are you preparing for JEE Mains 2024 and wondering which chapters you can skip? If so, you're in the right place. In this video, we'll take a deep dive into the JEE Mains 2024 syllabus. Understanding the syllabus is key to cracking this competitive exam, but knowing which chapters to focus on and which ones can be skipped is equally crucial. It can be your secret weapon in managing your study time effectively. So, let's dive into the syllabus and see which chapters carry the most weight and which ones you might be able to skip. Starting with the physics section, it is important to note that the syllabus is divided into two parts, Class 11 and Class 12. Each part is a blend of various intriguing chapters, each holding its own significance. Let's dive into Class 11 syllabus first. Beginning with Physical World and Measurement, this chapter is crucial as it lays the foundation for your understanding of physics. It's followed by Kinematics, which is heavily focused on in the JEE main exam. Laws of Motion and Work, Energy and Power are two other chapters that are often emphasized in the exam. Next, we have Motion of System of Particles and Rigid Body. Now, this chapter is often considered less important, but it's still vital to have a basic understanding of it. Similarly, Gravitation and Properties of Bulk Matter are not typically heavyweight chapters, but they shouldn't be overlooked. The Class 11 syllabus wraps up with Thermodynamics, Behavior of Perfect Gas and Kinetic Theory, and Oscillations and Waves. These chapters are relatively more important, with Thermodynamics being one of the most significant. Transitioning to Class 12 syllabus, we kick off with Electrostatics, a chapter that holds high importance in the JEE main exam. This is followed by Current Electricity and Magnetic Effects of Current and Magnetism, both of which are often emphasized. Electromagnetic Induction and Alternating Currents and Electromagnetic Waves are next in line. These are not typically considered heavyweight chapters, but they shouldn't be ignored. The syllabus concludes with Optics, Dual Nature of Matter and Radiation, Atoms and Nuclei, and Electronic Devices. Each of these chapters holds its own weight, with optics and atoms and nuclei often being considered more important. Remember, while some chapters might seem less important, they still contribute to your overall understanding and shouldn't be completely skipped. The idea is to focus more on high-weightage chapters without neglecting the others. Now that we have a better understanding of the physics section, let's move on to chemistry. Moving on to the chemistry section, we see that the syllabus can be divided into three main parts: physical, organic, and inorganic chemistry. In physical chemistry, we have chapters like States of Matter, Thermodynamics, and Equilibrium, to name a few. These chapters are fundamental to understanding the very nature of chemical reactions and substances. They are also high-scoring topics, so skipping them is not recommended. Next, we have organic chemistry. This part of the syllabus might seem daunting due to its vastness, but it's actually quite interconnected. Once you understand the basics, such as nomenclature and isomerism, the rest like alcohols, phenols, ethers, and aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acids logically follow. A good understanding of organic chemistry can fetch you a lot of marks, so it's worth investing your time here. Inorganic chemistry, on the other hand, leans towards rote learning. Chapters like P-block elements and coordination compounds often involve memorization of facts and figures. However, they hold significant weightage, so while they might seem tedious, they can't be overlooked. Now, are there chapters you could possibly skip? Well, topics like environmental chemistry and chemistry in everyday life are often considered less important. But remember, every chapter has the potential to offer questions, so it's a gamble to skip any chapter. To make your chemistry preparation effective, focus on understanding concepts rather than mugging up. Solve as many past papers as you can to familiarize yourself with the pattern of questions. And don't forget to revise. In a nutshell, there's no easy way out. You can't really skip any chapter if you're aiming for a high score, but knowing the weightage and importance of each chapter can help you strategize your study plan effectively. With chemistry covered, let's delve into the mathematics section. Finally, in the mathematics section, it's crucial to understand that every chapter carries its own significance. However, the weightage of each chapter can vary, and this is what we'll be focusing on today. First off, we have calculus. This is a wide-ranging topic encompassing differential calculus and integral calculus. While it may seem daunting, calculus often carries a significant weightage in the JEE mains, making it essential for students to grasp well. Next, we have coordinate geometry. This chapter is usually considered less important by some students, but let's not forget that it can be a real game changer. With its problems often being less complicated, it can provide some quick and easy marks. Algebra, on the other hand, is a vast field. It includes chapters like sequences and series, quadratic equations, and permutation and combination. While some may argue that chapters like permutation and combination are less likely to appear in the exam, it's important to remember that they can still make a difference in your overall score. Trigonometry is another chapter that students often overlook. While it might not carry a huge weightage, its importance should not be discounted. The questions from this chapter can be quite tricky, so a solid understanding is necessary to tackle them effectively. Moving on to vectors and 3D geometry, these chapters are generally considered less likely to appear in the exam. However, they can provide an additional edge to your score if you manage to master them. And lastly, we have statistics and probability. These are often considered as easy scoring chapters, and rightly so. With a good understanding and practice, these chapters can boost up your score significantly. Now that we've analyzed all three sections, let's summarize our findings. In summary, it's clear that not all chapters carry equal weightage in JEE Mains 2024. Prioritizing high weightage chapters is a smarter approach, rather than trying to cover everything. This not only saves time, but also optimizes your preparation. However, don't entirely discard less important chapters, as they too can fetch you crucial marks. Remember, success in JEE Mains 2024 isn't just about studying hard, but studying smart. Good luck with your preparation,